Oh my. Okay. Oh, so welcome guys into another video of Tekken 6 coding. And wait. Why isn't my audio showing? Why isn't the monitor showing? Why is it not showing? Let me just go ahead. See. Let me just confirm if the audio is working because it's going to be real weird if it's not. Let me just confirm if the audio is working because it's working. Going to be real. So what is advanced coding? If you have followed my guide, sorry, sorry. Oh, so as I was saying that what is advanced coding? How do you understand what is advanced coding? How do you differentiate from the coding that I did in my last video, in my last stream? It's pretty easy. Last night I was working on ancient ogre, so a ogre probably is going to be the project in some way or another. I'm going to be combining a few moves with Devil's in base, like leaving them as they are. See, so how do you differentiate advanced coding with the base coding? So for that purpose I'm going to be using the cheat code guiding cheat making guide update. So there are many things that I found myself and I have placed them in here, so I will just not explain them. So what was that script? Yo mist, how are you? So the basic coding is simply that I did in my last video, like you going down in the code value and writing everything from scratch, like everything, making everything reaction and stuff, everything is made. And the advanced coding is what you added to the base itself, like in the, if you go inside the pointer of a move, like in down forward one, in case of down forward one, if you go to, let's activate memory viewer first. By the way, if you don't know how to activate this, it's the basic command for that is control M, or if you can't do that, just go into game settings and oops, debug memory viewer, it will open it. Let's resize it to our needs. Let's just put it here. So if you have watched my last video, you know about the address for getting the base pointers, which is 08C07964. Once you have done that, perform the move and pause the game immediately. Once you have done that, you have logged the value until the point where the game is going to be like unpaused or resumed. Just copy 32-bit and you have let's create a new document here, and this is the pointer p2 variant of the pointer. Now how do I know that it's p2 variant? Let me just zoom in, it will be much easier to see. How do I know that this is p2 variant? It's pretty simple, due to these two values, because it's larger than what p1 variants are. So let's go in calculator and subtract abc 00 to make it p1 variant. Now see the difference. See, the value is so small now. By the way, the 0, 8, 7 are same, but these two values are different. So how do you like convert these for how do you use these to edit in advanced way? So I'm gonna use I'm gonna go to Sediment's website netcheat. On Tekken 7 I'm going to be going into GT2 because I'm working on ancient ogre, so I'm gonna need its animations from the ancient. See, so I have done a few moves last night. Okay, so let's see, double forward 2, forward 1 plus 2, down forward 1, down forward 2. Let's do down forward 2. It's pretty easy to do. So zoom in, so you guys can see I'm using all the custom pointers that I've made, like the new pointers that are available in the uh, that Zap found. Oh, sorry, Shadow found. Shadow was the one who found that. Let's just a little bit zoom in. Yeah, this should be good. Copy the last pointer. Now I will teach you how to do this as well. It's pretty simple. You're gonna go ahead and see what is your first move. Like if my move is, let's say, a dot. So a ogre. My move first starts with 18, 00 and 000. I don't know. Kinda cursed, but Devil's In also has the right equipment for ancient ogres. So yeah. So pretty much you're gonna go to the bottom of your move and just copy the last address, this last value here, and just add 4 in it. So for my condition, it's pretty simple. I just need to add 4 because at the end it's 50. It's 50 and I just made it 54. So now this pointer is useful because it's uh, 4 point what you can say, it's a little bit further from the last pointer that we used. So we just copy paste. So tree is ancient ogre. Down forward 2. At the last we go, uh, let's just make a new one. First give it a name, tree. So why do we write these two? It means it's a comment. Okay, it's just a comment, not readable. Why? It's not a readable code, it's a comment. So down forward plus 2. We are done. Press enter and write a condition saying if the stage is loaded. Wait, what are you saying, bruh? Mine are just fine. Like on version 1.11 point something or 10, the lag is gone. Okay, the lag is gone. The character lag is gone. Okay, so where was I? So first we write if the stage is loaded. Then like you see here, I have written 1D, which means 29 lines. For now I'm just gonna go with 29 lines because I do not know how much lines the code is going to use. So E0, it's a condition. 1D, again 29 lines. Then we write 1A, which is Devil's In. So if you have watched my last video, like last stream on coding, you know what is this one and how to get the character ID. Again it's 1D. So here comes the interesting part. We wrote the condition. In the last one we wrote a full pointer, then we just added, no, we did not do that, we just added and changed the move and stuff like that. So what do we do in this coding? We do not use the exact move value. Like if the move is 2F4, we don't use that. We simply go 801 if its default stands on our character's move address. Like if its default value, if character is in default stance, then we go 60407880. Now this address is like the base to jump anywhere inside the game. It's just a base for jumping and everywhere. So for now I just go ahead, I will not write, and I will write these. So what does this mean? It means that we are taking steps. Well, to my understanding, that is, it means that we are taking steps to whatever we write here. So we mostly want to just give it write 3 zeros and just copy paste it, because writing every time is going to be a pain. So we just copy paste it. So I did a little mistake here. I need to write if it's 64 on 180. And let's see what was the pointer. We copy the whole pointer from here and we wrote it as a condition. We write it as a condition. So what we did here is basically in the first line we said if the stage is loaded. Like if it's not loading screen, it's not VS screen, It's not like it's not anything else than the battle mode. Like if you are inside a stage and everything is loaded. And if it's Devil Jin, 1A is Devil Jin, that's the idea of Devil Jin. And if our pointer has 64 on 18.06.354, if the last two digits are 64, then, and if the value on our move detection, late move detection, is move update, yeah, that was move late move update is 8001, which means a default stance, then any line beneath these whole conditions, anything beneath this whole condition will work. Everything will work. So we want to convert this into our uh, pointer. Now how do we do that? Simply we just add plus 880000 88 lakh, like to say that 88 lakh or 8800,000. We just add that and boom, we have our pointer. We need to add 0 because game does not the calculator does not add zeros. Now our move pointer is done. Now we want to go ahead and look up what are our uh, characters hit times, frames, etc and etc. What is the frames on which he starts the move and hits the move. So let's just do this, dock it here and dock it here. That way it's going to be much easier for me. So let's see. So all of them are same because Devil Jin's jump forward 2 is mid. If you see that, it's mid. We do not need to add this here. This 217 means mid. It's always set on 10. By the way, if you want to know what are the I'm gonna go on Discord and just gonna paste what are the what is what on the point based like pointer stuff. I have made a small guide which is available on Discord. I'm gonna share it in the coding section if you guys wanna see. So everything is now there. I'm gonna pin it there so you guys can see it. So if you want to know what is what on the pointer, you can go ahead and see. So firstly, we don't want to write the hit rank because it's always the same. Like it's same. Down forward 2 is mid. So where was I? Yeah, I was explaining. Oh, there was rust in the water. My God. Okay, I'm back. So we do not want to write the hit rank. Now let's go in here. We do want to write this 24 value, which is the whole length of the animation, which is 3C. Now we skip this 8000 because it's not useful. It's always going to be inside the move because we are editing the base pointer of the move. We do not need to add most of the stuff. We're just editing a little stuff. Yeah, I'm okay now. Okay, so 09090009, that's the limb. So 0f and 10. So f means 15th frame and 16th frame, so it hits on 16th frame. Now we are done. We do not need these one, just delete them. Now let's calculate the lines. How many lines are beneath this? The easy way is, if you're using Sublime, you can go ahead and see these numbers here. It's at 68 and there's 78, so these are 10 lines beneath this one. So let's count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. That was right. So we write in hex, it's a 10, a means 10, b means 11, c means 12 and d means 13. So it's okay. Now how do we apply this? Like if I save the game now and go ahead and do the move, it's not gonna work. Like it's not gonna work. It's nothing going, nothing is going to happen. Yeah, you can change the ulus number, but it will not work with the ISO, because ulus 10466 is the ID of the game, and ppsspp recognize the game with that ID. If you use different ID, the okay, let me show you, let me tell you what were the problems. What was the problems that happened with us when we tried to do that? So you remember we changed the sheet file name to ppsspp.ini. So the thing happened was the version of the ppsspp was anti-lag, like the Tekken 6 lag was gone. But when we wrote the ppsspp ini as game's ID, the lag started. So we reached the conclusion that the game, the ppsspp detects the game by its ID of the number ID, like ulus 10466. If it's not, it's gonna cause lag, because the ppsspp don't understand what scripts to launch, what optimizations to launch for it. So that's gonna happen. So as I was explaining, how do we apply this whole thing to Down Forward 2? It's simple, but yet it's difficult. So follow me, like really understand what I'm going to do. So first we perform the move, as always, perform the move and pause the game. We copy 32-bit value. Now in the last video what we did, what we go to it, we do not want to do that. We again go into the calculator and paste it. Now we have here, so what do we want to do? Once we have the value in calculator, we can resume the game. Now what we want to know is if we are against P1 variant or P2 variant. It's pretty much easy to know. We go 08 C078 E0. We go onto the value, and what you see here is if it's 44 and 75 here, if it's 44 and 75 here, I don't know if you guys can see here, but not. Let me just zoom in. I'm gonna reset it later on. Let me just zoom in fast. Yeah, this is much better for you guys. So if you see on the address, you go 08078 E0, and boom. If you see 44 here and 75 here, that means it's P2 variant. And if you see 6A, sorry, what? Sorry. What was that? Yeah, 6A here, and I kind of forgot 086. Oh yeah, 88. I kind of forgot that, bruh. So if you see 88 and 6A here, that means it's P1 variant. I have explained that in my previous stream. If you wanna know more about it, please go there and you will learn about it. So let me just reset transformation. So for me it's P2 variant, so I'm just gonna subtract the base pointer. So we copy the base pointer from here by performing the move Down Forward 2, pause the game, go to 08078 7964, then you copy 32-bit value, you paste it in, and then you subtract this value with your base variant. For me it's P2 variant, so I will go 8754400, which means P2 variant. So once I did that, I got the I got a value, a jump value from where? So like if I go 4078 E0 and I take jumps, I take jump of this much from here. If I write equals, and where is it? If I jump from here to this, like I add the value in here, I will get to the address which I need. So it's identical, like if you are jumping from a common point to anywhere you wanna go inside the game. You can say it's a common point for the game to load the bases. Like if the base is loaded, it's a common point and you can run everywhere if you have the right value. So we just copy here. So first we want to do is change the base pointer. So we add +8. 8 is the base like animation pointer. It's my brain. 8 contains the pointer of animation, so we add 8 in it. Once we done that, we see that here we have 5c 680. So what I will suggest is you just, once you have like subtracted the this once you have subtracted the, you have got the jump value, you just copy that. You do not add anything, and just copy that and then add whatever value you want in it. Plus 8 gives us the exact value where we want to put our the animation pointer. So we paste it here and remove 2 digits and make it like that. Then we come here and raise that, again paste in the common pointer, like the 0 version of the pointer. And we add 24 because 24 handles the length of the animation. Plus 24, we got 9c. We paste it in here and remove 2 digits at the end, and 9c is a value. Now we want to add 48 because 48 handles the limbs. Again, if you want to know more about this, join the server and go into the coding section and see the pin post. Okay, so see the pin post 48, and we have 6c0. so c0, rest is much easier because after that you have to add just 4 in it. Once you have got the 48 value, you just add 4, like c4 and c8. What did I do here? So this handles 4, this is 48, 4c and 50. So the difference between these is just 4 bits. So once we have done that, we can save the value, because save the code, because everything is done here. We have filled everything. Now before that, before changing my codes, you can see that my down forward 2 is simply Devil Jin's down forward 2. So if I disable and re-enable the codes, as you can see now, that now it's Ancient Sogar down forward 2. The animation has changed. See, so what is the advantage of advanced coding? If I disable the codes, if I'm using the custom codes, the everything resets automatically. But once you have done advanced coding, even if you have turned off the codes, everything will work, except the reactions and custom reactions that you build, they will not work. Like as you can see, my codes are disabled. Look at my codes are disabled. My forward 2 works, forward 2 works, and yeah, key charge I also explained. I downloaded the key, done the key charge. I need to add controls for that. Done. So key charge also works, and it's working without any codes. But remember that it will just reset if you just go ahead and reset the game. It will reset itself. Like now it's all gone. See, it's all gone. Once you enable the codes again, it's there. So that's how everything works. You just need to have the base value and everything is gone. Now I'm gonna explain how you can do this on Android. Everything is identical what I did here. You need to write the same code, but how do you get the pointer value? You go to move finder. Since I have down forward 2 for Devil Jin, and if I go ahead and type dvj, which means Devil Jin df plus 2, it will not show anything. Let's try this. No. So simply just type the semicolon or whatever this is and say down forward plus 2. Once you have done that, it will show you all of these values here. Everything is going to be shown. So what you want to do is you want to find the character you want to edit. So for me it's Devil Jin. I'm gonna go ahead and scroll all the way down till I find Devil Jin. Then I just click on it. Now here it also explains everything. Like if you see, everything is explained. What we wanna do is we wanna copy this one. This is P1 variant and this is P2 variant. So for me, I use the P2 variants. You can use P1 variant as well. So just copy the whole thing, copy, then paste it in the calculator. The rest of the stuff is simple. Because we copied P1 value, we subtract minus 86A8800, which means P1 variant. As you can see, it's the value is same. So let's just copy and paste it inside here to for better understanding. This is 86A8800, subtract 86A8800. Now if I copy this one here and paste it 88754400, it's going to be much easier to understand this way. Now you can see both of them are simple, both of them are same, but we subtracted two different values. It's simple, it depends on the move base you are using. You can get the move base, you can easily understand the move base. If you're against a character, same character as your main character, it's going to be P2 base. If you're against someone else, you can't differentiate between them. It's hard, so I would recommend just going against Paul Phoenix, which always gives you P1 variant. Against Paul Phoenix, you always get P1 variant, no matter what character you choose. Against Paul, it's P1 variant. But do remember that if you're against Paul versus Paul, you will get P2 variant. And if you want to edit Paul Phoenix, you go against Paul vs Alyssa, which gives you P1 variant of Paul Phoenix. Hello Alex. So that's the simplest trick. Now if it were against Alyssa, if you go Paul against Alyssa, you get P1 variant of Paul. And if you want to edit the base of Alyssa, you go against Paul against Alyssa, or Alyssa against Paul. It's simple as that. So that was all. Like, this is what I do. This is the everything. You can, with this method, you can even edit the effect slot, the recovery slot, the input slot, everything you can edit with this method without even writing a single line of custom code. By the way, I would recommend writing those, because tampering with the base point, the base slots of hit effects and etc and etc, they can cause somewhat problems and can be a bit hard to understand sometimes. So if you have written a custom pointer for the effect slot, you get you know where everything you have written and what is what. So for my key charge, for my default stance, I would like to write a simple code that will add on over time will add some hit effects surrounding Devil's Gin. So what do we do? So for simplicity's sake of this simplicity, that was a hard word for me. I will go ahead and write it above all the codes, because it's going to be activated only once. So agree, which means ancient ogre 8001 effects. So simple, we write E01D. Again we say if the stage is loaded. We do not need to do anything else, simply just go ahead and write the code down here. We just want to see if the stage is loaded. Now I would recommend using the condition of the 64 here, this if the pointer contains 64 at the end, because if you're writing any recovery slots or input slots, they can sometimes cause error while loading the game. So it would be recommended to write the condition slot of move pointer. So for me, I will just go ahead and write that, so it's better to understand. So simply, now what we want to do is we want to find an empty area. So what you can the empty area that I'm going to use starts from here, 8C4300. sorry, it's C400, yeah, 90. So this is a pointer for the empty area. If you go on the pointer, you can see everything is 000, and pp shows it green, which means it's useful, it's editable, and it's stable. So I'm gonna use this area. So 208C4300. So I'm going to use it a lot, so I'm just gonna copy paste a bunch of lines here. So first of all, we want to start with 0, then 04. We want to have the difference of 4 bytes in it. So 000, oops, 8001, which means on the first frame 801E, which means P1 hit effects. That's the identifier for P1's hit effects. On 08 we will write on the limb 8, sorry, not 8, E, the limb E. So what did I do here? I said on the first frame from P1's hit effects on, use hit effects on limb E. So if I go ahead and apply this in the code here, just copy paste the whole line here, 90C4300, and just cut this value because I know it's 24. I will minus 24 from it, plus 14, sorry, not minus 24 plus 38. 38 holds the effect slots. So if I just save it and reload the game, as you can see, on every time the game, like every time the animation starts, it performs a hit effect there. So E is not the right frame, right limb. For this I will go to Sadamitsu's limb tutorial. That's it, pointers. It is a limb. Yeah, there we go. By the way, this link is going to be provided in the description later on, or you can just find it in the Discord server. I'm gonna go ahead and paste it in the, and I'm also gonna pin this one. That way you can find the limbs in there. So 01 is stomach. So we want to start with, what we want to do is we want to start from here, then a little bit here, then a little bit around here. So it goes like this. So how do we do that? We first of all find the pointer for his leg down there. So this is 0F. So rather than E here, we write F, save the game, save the code, and re-enable everything. As you can see, it gives a bit of hit effect around his kneecap. So let's again, we want to write the same thing here. Rather than writing 8001 here, we want to specify frames now. So 0000. Now let's see, pause again around here, because it's halfway through. So to know the value, know the frames, you go 0C0 7940. That shows you the current frame. It's 11th frame. So rather than writing 11, we go 12. We wanna always be one frame ahead of the animation. That way it makes the animation more realistic and smooth. So 0C, then 10. After C it comes 10, which means 16. If you add 4 in 12, it becomes 16. So in hex, 16 is 10. So again we write the same thing from P1 hit effects, use on. So we want to use it around here. Again we go to the limb site and see if we can find it here. There we go, it's 11. The limb is 11. So again we go inside the code and write 11, save, come back and test. See, now if you see it starts real fast. So I'm just gonna tweak the frame to around 16 frames. 16, which means, I don't remember, by the way. No, it does not. So how about 1A, which means 20 frames? Yeah, it's good. It's good looking. Yeah, it's nice. That's what you want. It's nice. So 20 frames was the right value. Now we want it around this shoulder, around this wing and shoulder. So I know they are above here somewhere. Yeah, 0.7 is the value that we want to use here. 0.7. It's around his knee, say his shoulder joint. So again we write the same thing with a little bit changes. So 20 was the last one, so we go 2A. So sorry, not 2A, we go 25. Let's just go with custom frames. 25, we're gonna tweak them later. 1C, it's 1E, which means use hit effect from P1 base. 20 on 0.7, flame 0.7. See, it works, but it's a bit like fast, so let's tweak the frame to 2A, which means 30, if I'm not mistaken. Can you give me a moment? I'm having receiving a call. Hello. हेलो. हाँ जी. मैं कहाँ आ रहा हूँ. सामा हो गया ना फ्री. So where was I? Like, it's good, but we can say it. In my opinion, it looks good. It looks good. Let's try with flames. I know the flames, so yeah. So let's start blue sparked. It looks weird. So let's go ahead with flames. Let's see, I guess it was 12. Okay, 15 was the dark flames, I guess. No. So 11. Let's try 11. Now I'm playing around to see what looks good. Hmm. 13. Let's see what is 13. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Let's go with 11, 13, 11, 07, 07, 13. There we go. Devil Jin's dick gets burned. Look at that. So that was fun, but we're gonna just stick with the hit effects. I'm gonna just go ahead and use the value 16 and 1A, just make it a bit fast. Yeah, it looks much more cool now. So once we have done our hit effect, we write 24, one more line, and just add 0 to end it. It's like a zipping the bag. It's like zipping the bag. Now we calculate all the lines. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 lines work. So Once we have done the exhibit, now any kind of error is gone. There won't be any kind of error. So that's how you make a effect slot and apply it through custom method, advanced method. Hopefully this guide was a bit helpful than my last one. By the way, I'm getting good with electrics on keyboard. So as you can see, if I'm not in the default stance, the effect will not work, but once I have entered the stance, it will immediately work. But it's too fast. I mean, it starts without even him standing around. So rather than going on first frame, we go around fifth frame. That way it makes much more sense. Like we are standing, like once we are standing, then it works. Like if you see, it still works, but it's not that fast. So in my opinion, it looks really good. So hopefully you guys understood a little bit about advanced coding, and we'll give it a try. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed messing with your brains. Adding two moves. That's an interesting idea, but unfortunately I can't cover that in this stream. So maybe next time. I mean, in next time I will explain all about adding pointers, adding three moves, adding parallel moves, like moves which uses two move IDs but are same. I'm gonna explain that in my next stream. So thanks for watching, and come on, try to digest this little bit information till then, because it looks easy, but when you come to it, you try it, you get, wow, I can do it. Go away, go away, you say that. And sometimes you say that, F you, I don't wanna do you, just get the hell out of here, get the hell out of my phone or my computer. I've been there, okay, so that's why I'm just telling you guys. So I hope you guys will give it a try and tell me if you have faced any kind of problem. In my Discord server, come there and you will get real good help there, because most of the time I'm not well that much online on YouTube, because my phone is kinda 2013 old, so it doesn't uses new Android, and YouTube requires Android 6, and I'm running at Android 4.4.4. Sucks. But so someone just used a what do you call it, pataka in our language. Whatever, just my brain is frying right now. So see you guys later, and I hope you guys will give it a try and learn something from this stream.